In 1652, the Dutch set up Cape Colony. So Cape Town, it's actually on this map, is the first Dutch settlement in South Africa. It's a massive city. It's not quite the size of Johannesburg, but it's a huge city. It's a major cultural and economic piece of South Africa, and it was set up in 1652, but notice that's 45 years after Jamestown. So I think one of the things that people miss about this is I think there's this sense of the white population of South Africa just recently got there. Well, they didn't get there much more recently than the white population got to what is now the United States of America. So, right, there's literally just 45 years between the two events. When the Dutch did go into South Africa, they didn't plan on conquering a large chunk of land. They really just wanted to set up Cape Town. And the reason for it was trade routes. They were trying to get trade routes that would go to India and Southeast Asia, right? Eventually the Dutch are going to create the Dutch East Indies, which is today Indonesia. So their path is to get across the Indian Ocean. To get from Europe to the Indian Ocean and across it, you got to go past the southern tip of Africa. So Cape Town was considered to be like this really important strategic place. So Dutch settlers go, they start setting it up. There's kind of almost a myth when white people show up in a place that the place was empty. And unless it's Antarctica, there's no place on Earth where that is going to be true, right? Not even Greenland. At the end of the day, the whole planet has been populated except Antarctica. So there is already a native population there, just like there was when we arrived in Jamestown. Oh, that's another caveat I have. So I'm throwing stones, I'm going to be throwing stones, but I want to point out, we're in the United States, like this is a glass house that I'm throwing stones in. So I will probably on occasion go, oh yeah, like you know, how we did, and then just sort of link it whenever it's necessary so that I don't end up in hypocrite hell. You've probably heard me say this before, I really don't care if there's an afterlife, I'm good. If the afterlife means being with humans, I'm kind of like, I'd rather just stop existing. Annihilation sounds better. But I really do want there to be a hell. Like, I really badly hope there's a hell. Just really badly. And I imagine it's like populated 90% hypocrites. That would be my guess, in my imagination, but who knows. So I'm going to try and keep us from landing in hypocrite land.